Hey guys, ShadowRock here with another Blaster Master 03 update. Chances are this might be the last round of news we get to talk about before the launch of the game, at least before the review copies roll in, but I digress. The last 4 months leading up to this game has been quite the journey, and I just want to thank you for joining me on that journey and humoring me with all of my crazy theories, whether I got something right or something completely wrong. All that's left is to play the game and see what happens. But don't worry, we got some stuff to talk about today. And speaking of playing the game, Inti Crates is going to be at PAX East online. And they're giving us the chance once again to play the Blaster Master 03 demo on Steam, the 2.0 edition. So in case you missed it the first time around, you can play areas 1 and 2 pretty much in their entirety. The demo will be live from July 15th to July 18th. If Steam is your platform of choice, definitely check it out if you haven't already. Another thing happening on July 15th is the release of Blaster Master 02 on the Xbox consoles. So you Xbots out there get to catch up with the rest of us before the release of Blaster Master 03 on July 29th. In case you missed it, BMZ1 is already out as of July 1st. So if you want to, get in on that and take advantage of those early bird discounts. BMZ3 is also now available for pre-order on the Nintendo Switch. And during the recent Hanging at Inti HQ stream, which is where all this news comes from, Matt Papa mentioned that BMZ3 will go live whenever your eShop updates, so likely somewhere in the ballpark of noon your time on launch day. It definitely doesn't sound like there's going to be a midnight release for the Switch version, which is a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. Midnight releases don't really happen all the time for indie games anyway, so it's to be expected. But hey, you came for those character profiles, didn't you? Especially the one mentioned in the title of this video. Before the main event, or should I say vision, we're gonna kick it off with our rival Leibniz. Yeah, according to Matt, I've been saying his name wrong the whole time. Thanks, Matt. We got some sweet new key art for him, nice curse number on his weapon there, and honestly, he looks so cool. I'm just thinking, what if we do get to play as Leibniz in BMZ3? Surely the weapon there is not just for show. It'd be awesome. As for the character profile, Leibniz is the pilot of the metal attacker Garuda. Leibniz was bested by the mutants during his own battle against them, and as a result, his home planet was destroyed, and his partner was lost forever. Ever since his first encounter with Jason and Eve, he treated them as enemies, relentlessly pursuing and attacking them. After the events in Area Omega, his mind began to change and he went so far as to protect the Earth from another mutant assault. However, he appears to regret this decision, telling Jason, as we see in the demo, that if I knew it'd end up this way, I never would have gone. We've already seen that Leibniz is going to be your co-pilot throughout your adventure, which is still really hilarious, but I still gotta wonder if there's going to be more for him. And given that character bio, something suspicious about his visit to Earth. Why are they being so vague about it, and why does he regret going there? Well, aside from him being the typical edgy anti-hero, perhaps whatever happened to him on Earth is going to come up later as something big. And speaking of big, we sure got a big pair of visions that came true today. That's right, we got the confirmation that Kanna is back in BMZ3. Nasame-san has blessed us once again with a very interesting design. I get it. Melons. And that vision is definitely on display here, more than before even. Like, dude, is that an arrow pointing at her melons? Inti, please. It's just crazy from BMZ 1 to 3 how much they've cranked up the fan service in this series. But anyway, I'll point at something else. I'm loving the skeleton boss plant and the Plan AG right there. That's a cool reference. And I'm just going to predict this now. If Kanna is back, there's a good chance that we might see the other BMZ2 pilots in this game as well. Maybe even more Sunsoft references. After all, we saw both Kanna and Stein's metal attackers as miniature versions in the demo as enemies. So Stein's comeback at least seems plausible. But there you go! The Melon vision has been confirmed for BMZ3, and potentially more Beam Z2 pilots as well. Great to know! As for her character bio, Kanna is the pilot of the metal attacker Air. She lives alongside her support droid Kenwood in the hyper-strange environment of Planet Strangia. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Aside from her quote, "Oh yeah, are you ready? It's Kanna time, baby." Yeah, apparently she says that in Beam Z3. Don't know what context, but awesome. Maybe she'll hop in to save Jason at some point or something. Well, that's all our updates, but before we go, I got 2 more updates to make concerning the last video I did on Beam Z3. Twitter user FinalFelix42 reminded me that they did the whole lore dump with Blaster Master 02 way back on the Inti Twitter account, and as part of that we got a hint towards that white hair Jason that we now see in the Beam Z3 trailer. We got this concept artwork of Jason's exo charger suit, and even a bit of the white hair going on. Even though in all the trailers up to this point, there was no hint towards the white hair thing, just this concept artwork here. Because his hair is still black in the game itself until that one scene happens. What's even more interesting is the comment from Natsume himself, blessing us with all this content lately, and the visions not to mention. Anyways, he says, "There's no doubt in my mind that if you combine the mechanical marvel that is Sophia Zero with the crazy alien power of Invim Sophia, you'd have the strongest metal attacker in the universe." So there you go, that's a little insight into what could potentially happen in Beam Z3, because they're clearly thinking about this stuff even back then. Maybe it's Jason's turn to get corrupted by the mutants. I'll leave a link to that tweet if you want to check it out for yourself. The lore dump is real. The other thing is, I was watching the Hanging at Inti a while ago, and Matt refers to both Jason and Eve as the couple that doesn't know they're a couple yet. So you know, if it wasn't obvious already, with the ring they carry around in Beam Z3, Jason having something to tell Eve in Beam Z1, and then vice versa in Beam Z2, we got a relationship going there behind the scenes. Relationship starts in Beam Z1, maybe get engaged in Beam Z2, and then comes marriage in the final game. I mean, they got married in the original lore anyway, that's bound to happen eventually. And at least, that's the idea there. Hopefully they get a good, happy ending. I'm rooting for them. Anyway, that's all I got. I'll see you around the 29th for my review of Blaster Master 03. Before that, yes, I know I promised it, it is coming. I am reviewing Blaster Master 01 and 2. Right now I'm in the process of tweaking my Beam Z1 script, because I want to make it something that newcomers can watch and learn more about the series, but at the same time produce something interesting for even veterans, even if they know everything I'm going to say anyways. It's going to be a fun look at how Blaster Master 01 compares to the original game that's reboot of and some other things too. So I hope you will enjoy the retrospective. Hopefully I'll be able to get that out sometime this weekend at the very least, if not sooner. Until then, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned to ShadowRockZX for more Blaster Master 0, Inti Crates, and Mega Man. Thank you so much to our channel supporters, including GA class supporters, Chaos Bankai, Kabaman41, Zero Scarlet, LML123, Adrian Cauldron, Vince Crystals, Rose Maverick Saiyan, Rico Syndrome, and Austin Buford. It's a pleasure to have all of you aboard, and until the next one, rock on, and may your visions come true as well.